Hey y'all, if you've been wondering how to create your lead magnet for your travel business, then stay tuned because in this video, I'm going to show you exactly how to create a lead magnet and then the special tools that I use and that you can use also. So here's the deal. As a travel agent, your lead magnet is kind of like your first introduction with a potential client. So whatever you create your lead magnet to be, it needs to be of high value, right? It needs to be something that's very useful. You don't want to do like the things that everybody else is doing. So like the packing list or the top 5 destinations to travel to in 2025. You want to think outside of the box and think about what are some of the actual pain points that my potential clients may be having, and then create a lead magnet around that concept. Okay, so before I jump on the computer and kind of walk you guys through it, I did want to let you know to stay to the end of this video because I do have a special surprise and something that I'm announcing at the end of the video. So make sure you stay along to the end. Something that I do want to mention when it comes to creating a lead magnet is that you of course need to know who your client is. And I talk about this a lot, especially on this channel, but you have to know who your target audience is in order to provide a lead magnet that they would find useful, right? So just to give you an example, if I'm a family and I'm traveling and I'm looking for, family friendly style vacations, then I'm not going to want to get a lead magnet that's about adult only all inclusives, right? Because I have a family and that's just not what we're looking for. So you need to really understand who your ideal client is in order to make a really unique lead magnet that they would want to opt into. Now, something to think about when it comes to your lead magnet is you really want to deliver on the value. Some people think, well, if I give them too much information up front, then they won't choose to book with me. And that's just not really how it works. So whenever you're providing information to your potential clients, you want to show them that you're highly knowledgeable. You want to show them that you're the expert. And the way to do that is to provide them with information, right? To give them the tips in the destination and different things like that so that they feel like they could trust you. So they feel like, okay, well, you've given me so much in the beginning and I haven't even decided to work with you yet. That's going to build that trust, right? That's going to build their perception of you as an expert in this industry. You definitely want to make sure that when you're creating a lead magnet, that the main thing you're thinking about is their pain points and then delivering the most value possible. So the first thing that I would do, guys, is I would go to ChatGPT, because if you're not using ChatGPT in your business, then what are you really doing? And so I've created a prompt for you guys. But before I show you the prompt, I'm going to show you one of the lead magnets that I created just as an example using AI completely, right? So I didn't have to go into Canva and make these slides. I only used an AI platform, which I'm going to share with you guys in just a moment. But I'm going to show you this PDF right here. And this was all made with AI technology. So I didn't have to craft the copy. I didn't have to format the pages, any of this, right? And I'm going to show you guys how you can do this. And this is just a simple version, right? You can make it as creative as you would like using this AI tool, or you could just use Canva. It's totally up to you guys. But when it comes to the prompt that I've created, this is a prompt that you guys can use in your own businesses as a travel agent, and just customize it so it fits whatever your niche is. And I'm going to show you how to do that in just a second. And then I'll probably leave this in the description so that so it's easy for you to copy and paste. Hopefully, I don't know if YouTube allows you to copy the description, but if not, just send me a message or an email. I'll have my email on here somewhere in the description as well. And then I could just send it to you in an email. So it's easy for you to copy and paste it and then work on it. So what I would do, I'm just going to make this a little bigger if I can so that I could see it. Oh, well, that don't make it too much bigger. Okay, so I'm going to read this script to you guys and then we're going to customize it. So let's say that just for this argument's sake of this example, we're going to do a travel business that focuses on, let's just say, we focus on family vacations to, let's say, Alaska. I don't really know if families are really going to Alaska, but let's just say that that's kind of our niche, right? So with that in mind, I don't know what that noise was, but with that in mind, let's read the prompt. So help me create a lead magnet for my travel agency that will attract my ideal clients and provide them with valuable, actionable insights they won't find in typical travel guides. My audience includes, so this is the part that you would adjust right here. So describe your audience, what type of audience, like what your niche is. So here I'm going to put my audience includes families who travel to Alaska. Okay. And then it says the lead magnet should focus on unique insights into, now this part you're going to change to. So what are their interests? What are their pain points? This is kind of some of the stuff you want to put here. It says their primary interest or concern. I don't even know what people are into in Alaska. I don't even know what they do up there, or because there's just not a place that I would travel to. I hate cold weather. But let's see, what can we put here? We can really keep some of this stuff. Concerns. So some of the primary interests or concerns that I would think, um, especially for families, is that they need concern. So let's see, their primary interests or concerns are family friendly resorts or hotels, family friendly activities, so things that are safe for kids to do. Let's see, exclusive experiences, VIP access tips, crafting, cultural immersions. Okay, navigating lesser known areas, secret spots. Nope, we're not gonna do. So some of these I'm gonna take out if it doesn't fit my niche, and then you guys can tweak this to fit whatever your niche is. Or maximize loyalty, rewards, for travel. Okay, so those things I think would all pertain to this demographic. Okay, and then it says, please go beyond generic ideas like packing lists and the destination overviews, because I mean, everybody's making those. And at the end of the day, those are things that just can be Googled, right? So you want your lead magnet to give them as much value as possible, and not just something that's generic, right? Or the top 5 destinations to travel to in 2024. You want to be a little more in depth than that. Okay, so to continue, it says, and create content that feels curated and specific to my audience's travel aspirations. Include an engaging introduction, several step-by-step sections or key strategies, and a final call to action, encouraging readers to contact me for customized travel planning. And so on this part where it says the call to action, and it says contact me, you can also tell chat your business name and your contact information, so it's already formulated in the copy whenever it makes it. This is just an example, so I'm not going to put anything there. Make it highly informative. Okay, yeah, so we're just giving it some more parameters pretty much. And then once you've tweaked it and you're okay with what you have, you're going to copy it, go over to chat, and start a new chat if you don't already use it, if you don't already have a conversation thread about your business in ChatGPT. Then you could just take this here and paste it, and then we're going to see what it gives us. Oh, well, it says, hold on. Okay, so chat was being weird on my computer, so I had to enter it on my phone. So let me just go and kind of show you what I did. So basically, all I did was copy and paste. Hold on, let me stop recording. Did it stop? Okay, yeah. Okay, so basically what I did is I copy and paste the prompt into ChatGPT. I just end up having to do it on my phone because the computer was doing something weird. Okay, so now the first thing that it did was it gave me an outline and like a suggestion of what the lead magnet should look like for the Alaska guide, right? So it gave me the introduction portion, some key points to talk about in the PDF, and I didn't really have to come up with any of this, right? But as you can see, this is giving us a guided suggestion, right? So where we would have to go in and still enter the information, right? Or to give the strategies that it's listing here as examples. So what I typically do is I talk to ChatGPT like it's a person, but I tell it to create the PDF for me, and I say not the document, just the wording, because sometimes Chat will try to actually create a downloadable PDF. And when it does do it, at least in this form of ChatGPT, it's never like appealing or something that I would actually use. So I just ask for the words or the copy. And sometimes it doesn't really get what I'm saying when I'm saying just the copy. It might just provide me another guide. So I like to be very clear and say just the words because that's what I'm looking for, right? And so now that's what it provided. So it fed all this out to me, and it created the introduction for me, all of the wording inside of the PDF. So now all I have to do is go and create it. Now here you see it's giving us the placement holders to enter the resort or whatever the category is, right? Like let's say for instance, it says visit the heritage centers, but it's not really saying which centers, right, or giving you the exact names and details. Even here where it says on an itinerary day to take a nature hike, it's not giving you the companies to use or which hike to take or which ones are recommended. This is more of just a plug and play. So you can go and find the information and then enter it, or you could also ask Chat to redo the wording and the copy for the PDF with the recommendations already included. And then once it does that, you can see if you agree with Chat's recommendation based on your experience as a travel agent, and if those are the things that you want to recommend, or if you agree with whatever ChatGPT is giving you, right? You want to make sure that you're reviewing it and that you're not just relying solely on ChatGPT for the information. You need to be fact checking and making sure that it fits whatever advice you would give the client. Okay, so now that we have an example copy, I'm going to show you guys a tool that you can use to create your PDFs very fast. So this one is called Typeset. As you can see, it's right here. And once you make an account, I think they do have like free trials and things like that. So what you want to do is go over here to create, and I'll try to leave a link if I find one in the description for you guys. And so what I'm going to do is go over here to create. And now I haven't tried the social media maker that they have and all that, just because I use other things like I prefer Canva or my Adobe softwares. So for Typeset, I only use it as a document creator. And so I would click document, and this is what the back end looks like. So I'm going to make myself smaller so you can see more. Okay, so what I'm going to do, these little sections here that you see, there's nothing right there yet, but this is basically a page, right? So each time one of these pops up, we're using that as a page in a sense, as far as the organization and the design goes. So all you guys have to do, now I used to make the mistake of getting my copy, which is the words, right? And I would just copy everything from start to finish all the way down. And then I would go and post it into Typeset. And Typeset would automatically try to arrange the content itself, right? So let me show you. Am I on the right thing? Okay. So let me show you. If I was to take this information and just copy and paste all of it, hit copy, go over here to Typeset, and then hit paste, it's going to formulate what it feels like is the best design, right? And I might not agree with that. Like, okay, you see how there's only a couple sentences here, just 3 bullet points on that entire page. So I don't do it like this, right? So let me show you. Okay, so I'll show you guys how I do it. And before I do that, I'm going to show you, you can also go in here to the design and style tab, that little color paint palette thingies, and you can select the style you want, right? So if you were going for more of a simple type of design, you can click that. This here is my branding. This custom one here is my branding. So it will use my colors and my fonts and things like that. So if you wanted to set that up, you could. You just come in here to the custom tabs. But under themes, they have themes that you could already choose from, right? So you don't have to think too much about it. Now, so what I would do if I was doing this, just because like you saw, it kind of just makes everything kind of weird if you try to put it all in there at once. So what I do is, okay, so I need a title page, right? So I would take the title here, copy just the title, come over here to typeset, and I won't do every single page, but I'm going to show you guys how to structure it so that you have an idea. So I would paste the title here. And so I know this is going to act as my title. I know that we are talking about Alaska. So what you can do, come here. I'm still on the same page. You see it says 1 right there. Right here, I almost pointed to it on the computer like y'all can see it. So where the 1 is, that's telling you that you're on page 1, right? So I would come and look, and then I would look for an image because we are talking about Alaska. So I'm going to see if they have any pictures regarding Alaska that I feel like would be appealing. I'm not gonna put too much, I'm not gonna spend too much time on this. But you guys definitely you want to find pictures that are appealing, right? That would make people want to, just be engaged with your PDF. You want it to look nice at the end of the day, right? This is travel, so a lot of the selling on it is very visual, and as far as videos and photos and that type of thing. So what I would do is I would add this picture to our title page, right? To the #1 title page. And another thing, so you guys know, is that here you can actually add your own images as well, right? So when I clicked image, I hope I'm not doing that too fast. Let me go back. So what I did is I'm clicking right here in just where the text is, and then I'm going to this little picture icon, right? It's kind of universal icon for pictures on most computers. You're going to click there, and then you can either search images or you can upload your own right here. Okay, just wanted to show y'all that. Okay, so now that we put the picture there, I don't necessarily like that the words are kind of hard to read on top of the image. So what you can do is filter through the designs that they have, right? And see if any of them looks better. Okay, it's not terrible. And then if you wanted to be able to see all the designs, you could actually click this little circle here, scroll down, and then you could kind of scroll through and see if anything is resonating. And I think I like, I like this one. I like that one too. Okay, let's say I'm going to go with this one, right? Now, the thing is, sometimes I don't necessarily like how the font is sitting, and you can kind of play around with the colors in your brand, or you can customize it. It's totally up to you. So you can play around with these. You can even come in here and change the colors if you don't like how it's sitting on your slides. So you can come in and change the text, the accent colors, the background, but it's going to keep it universal throughout the whole PDF. Okay. Okay, so let's say I'm going to go with this as the cover page, right, or our cover image. So now once I have that there, and being me, it depends on if you're running your business, like as if you are the face of your business, I would probably include a picture somewhere along the way in this PDF. But if you operate your business where your business kind of stands alone, and you're not the face of your brand, then you don't have to add an image of yourself. But once we have the cover page, once you have the cover page created, then we're going to go to this little plus sign right here and click that. And now we're going to move on to the next part, which is the introduction. So now I'm going to take this, which is our introduction. I'm going to copy it, go back to typeset. Let me move this out of the way. I'm actually going to move that completely. Let's see if I can move it over. Let's move it over there for now. All right, and then I'm just going to paste that inside of typeset. Okay, and so that's what it looks like there. I'm definitely not liking that, and it's also telling you when there's too many words on the screen. So what you want to do is just kind of play around with it, see what your options are, and you can change the images that it automatically generates. You can change all of that. You don't have to keep it the same. Okay, so let's just say if I was going to go with this one here, I am going to break this up a little bit. And let's see. So right now we have it under title, and that doesn't look good. So let's go to normal. Okay. And so you just kind of got to play around with it, right? And design it however you see fit. Here we go. Okay, so that's not bad. Okay, so let me see if there's any other style that I like. Okay, so let's just say I was going to go here with that design there. And I wanted to make it a little bigger. Let's just say that's hard for me to read, right? I could highlight the text here and come over to the color wheel and change the color of the font. So you can adjust all of these things inside of Typeset to make it a little easier to read, and you just gotta play around with it. Okay. And so that's what I would do. Literally for every page, I would come to the next section here. Okay, so like for the number one tip we're going to do right here, I would take everything under that tip and stop before it gets to the second one. And I'm going to hit copy, come over to typeset, add another page, copy and paste our copy. And then I'm going to kind of just shuffle through and see what kind of format I like the most. And so I might come up here to the title, and I think just on the title, I'm going to bold that a little bit so it's easier to read. And I'm going to change the font. So you can really play around with this however you see fit, right? And then let's see, if I wanted to add a photo here, I would just come down to the last. I would take that bullet point off because I don't need another one. Okay, and so I would just click inside here. There's my plus sign, and I would look for an image. My computer is going extremely slow. Okay, there we go. All right, so we're talking about Alaska family vacations. So I'm just going to put family vacation to see what comes up. Okay, I'm not going to overthink it too much. You guys, you would want to take your time and pick a photo that really speaks to whatever destination you're trying to sell and whoever your demographic is. But for now, I'm just going to add this because I'm just trying to see what a picture looks like on it. Okay, see, that's telling me that that picture is too big to put there, and we have too much content on this one. So you kind of just got to play around with it. And if I really wanted a picture on here, okay, that's kind of cool, but that's hard to read, so I wouldn't stick with that one. So you really just kind of got to play around with the design of everything because you want to make sure that they can read it easily and it's not hard for them to read. And so here, just because it's too much content, I would take the image off so that it's easier to read. But as you guys can see, you can really play around with the design on Typeset. It is somewhat limited just because it's AI generated, so it only allows you to do certain things. So the other option, if you guys wanted to have more control over the design and all of those aspects, is to create it in Canva, which I'm sure you guys are familiar with. You just go over to Canva. I'm sure there's plenty templates that you can start with, and you'll just have to format it on your own, right? So this is a tool that you guys can use to create your lead magnets. And this is actually the tool that I use to create this particular lead magnet here. But I also do use Canva, right? So this is just another tool to have in your resources and in your bag of tricks so that you can continue to grow your business, right? So this is just another tool that you guys can use in your business to grow your business and to create your lead magnets. And then, of course, you can use Canva, because Canva is great as well. Okay, y'all, so I've given you the basics of how to create a lead magnet and the tools that I use. So I promised you that I was going to be giving you guys something secret here in the end of this video. And so now that time has come. I have put together a lead magnet masterclass. And in this class, guys, I'm going to cover how to create a lead magnet. So not just PDFs, but other style lead magnets that you can incorporate in your business. I'm going to show you how to set up the landing page inside of Wix. And of course, if you don't use Wix, you can still apply these same principles to whatever web domain host you use. And then I'm also going to be showing you how to automate the delivery of your lead magnet. So people coming to your website, putting in their information, and then the lead magnet being sent to them on automation. I'm going to walk you through that entire process. And then we're also going to talk about how to market your lead magnet to get people signing up to it in the first place. So if that's something you guys are interested in, then go ahead and click the link in the description below and secure your spot. So this class is going to go live on November 25th. And I'm telling you guys, it's going to be a really good course. I'm going to be teaching you guys a lot of things when it comes to creating a lead magnet and structuring all the behind the scenes. So again, if you're interested, the link will be in the description, and I'll see you guys in the next one.